Okay, welcome back, YouTubers. This is the part two, and yeah, this is a sticker I bought online for my new bathtub. I kind of liked it. Anyway, part two, removing the molding and toe kick and some grout area in my bathroom, and we'll get with some of the products I've been using. In any grout work, you're always going to need sharp tools that'll handle the grout. And as I explained before, this is the Dremel. You have the 1/8 inch, you have the 1/16 inch cutter, and I use this on the painted surfaces. Any scraping tools, especially your chisel, of course a little hammer, chisel, and sometimes I even use a needle nose pliers to pick out the hard stuff to get out. And scraping tools, anything that'll take that grout out. Make sure you wear your respirator when you do that stuff. And some of the other tools, a brush, a vacuum cleaner. And one thing, this is the vinyl molding I'm going to go ahead and use. And this is a composite material, and it's laminated. And as you can see on the back, you know, they laminated it. I didn't think it was going to hold up, but I cut it, and looks pretty good. And this is the stuff I'll be using on the bottom. Now, when I go to nail this stuff, use my air gun. Probably use this area right in here to put the nails in this area here. Yeah, so this piece here, we'll go ahead and I will be replacing this. This was one on the end. Went ahead and took out. There's a couple of nails. Found one that they went ahead and went into the wrong area. Hit a drywall nail, bent it over, and the other end was just glued on. I went ahead and had some time. These are two different types of whites. Painted that, and then we'll go ahead and do the grout. And like I said, I'll take up this tape, and then I'm going to put some more down, and I'm going to bring this up. And a lady at Home Depot was showing me a couple years ago how to do it correctly, but this is my own little idea of putting tape down, because I'm not very good at doing grout. Okay. Now my early ones from last year, doing the grout, because it was all hacked up, chopped, cracked, and everything. All they did was put a skim coat on there, and that all cracked. Went ahead and completely dug it out. Now what I've learned, I went ahead and laid the tape down. See, it bled through. Found out how to do it better is to go ahead and paint the baseboard, or the board, the molding here first, and then what I do, I go ahead and put the tape level, and then do the same thing with the floor. So that grout, once it's on, it's hard to get off. Like I said, I don't do grout that much. Anyway, I'll go ahead and show you something else after I learn this new trick. This is the new grout I put in last week, and after learning that new trick by putting, taping it off, and then applying it, I don't have the bleed through and the drip. Of course, this one here I didn't have to paint. I'll show you some others here. This is the kitchen aisle, and this was done last year, and the grout was the same, terrible. Went ahead and dug it all out and used that tape method, and worked out pretty good. It just, the rest of the house, the grout within the tiles are okay. It was just all the ends and the corners were bad. This is an example of some of the smaller pieces I had left, and I want to go ahead and show you is that once the molding here is in, then I got the new stuff here, so looks like it'll work out pretty good, the new stuff. Anytime you're using or getting ready to go ahead and remove grout, make sure you use a respirator. This one here I use. Anytime you remove the grout, dig it up, move stuff around,
put your respirator on. It's safety. Another thing I like to use when I'm using the chemicals is to go ahead and use the chemical gloves so don't hurt your hands. These are butyl rubber and excellent. This is the Grout tile and cleaner, non-acidic, non-abrasive, safe for basic daily cleaning. This is what you're going to go ahead and use to clean the tile and the grouted surfaces before you go ahead and put the new stuff on. And then use a nice soft brush, bristle brush, or this non-abrasive pad. Works well. Wait 10-15 minutes before cleaning, and then you go ahead and use, this is what I like to use, distilled water. Doesn't leave impurities. Distilled water in your bucket with a terry cloth towel, and then go ahead and clean it up. May take a couple times. This is the type of grout I use. Also, again, from favorite place, Home Depot. Pre-mixed haystack number 380, and can scoop it out with a finger or two, or however you want to go ahead and apply it. And after it's on with a nice microfiber type of sponge like this, a grout type sponge, dip it in, wring it out with your distilled water, and smooth the surface down. Just remove only what is necessary, and then read all the instructions here. Then after 4 hours, you can remove the sheen or whatever that's on there on the floor tile. We're using a microfiber cloth. Read the instructions. This is something else I picked up if you care to use it. Sanded grout is about half full, and you go ahead and fill the other half up with water and mix it. Another one. Read the instructions. This is the sealer. Use it 24 hours after you apply the grout. And go ahead and take a funnel. Fill your applicator brush up. Applicator, and take the plastic cover off here, and then just squeeze it on. After about a few minutes, read the instructions. Imperative reading the instructions. Wipe any excess off with a clean rag. I went ahead and taped off the area by the carpet, and one of the reasons why I said that wait a couple days for that paint to dry is because you're going to be applying the grout cleaner. So just try to avoid the painted surfaces and just put it on the tile, and just a little spray. Now I'm a little overspraying. I'm going to go ahead and spray on the inside here, and just cleaning the grout, cleaning the areas, and what I like to do is come out a ways so it looks uniform, and just let it sit for about 10-15 minutes. Okay, so it's been 15 minutes, and we'll just go ahead and do a light scrubbing. Now, if you got heavier stuff, you're going to have to do it maybe twice. So, kind of hard to hold a cell phone and scrub at the same time, but as you can see. I don't know if you can see this or not, but we still have some traces of the grout on the tile. This is one of the reasons why we're scrubbing that grout off the tile, and maybe a little bit on the inside. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is wipe that off. And the reason why you're using distilled water, because normal tap water has impurities in it, so you want it as clean as possible. You may have to do it a couple times. Now comes a little bit difficult, but I want everything to mirror up. Here's the bottom molding, and along with the piece on the left for the wall. And I went ahead and outlined it by a line there, and you cut it at a 90 using a coping saw. Okay, just got it cut. You you can see, it's rough. Never bothered to clean it up. Let's see how it fits. Okay. Not bad. Let's see, get it fitted here. And a little cleanup, and it'll marry up pretty darn good. Okay, so I went ahead and cut the end, and as you guessed, I'm just doing a fit up. The grout's not in yet. And that little blue piece of tape, it just reminds me of where that drywall nail is. Okay, on to the next side. I won't have a video for that. It's taking too long. I did have time to go ahead and show you this side. Didn't turn out as good as the other side, but it's all fitting up pretty good. Well, YouTubers, looks like it's taking me too long, so I guess I'll have to make part 3. End of part 2. Thanks for watching.